Hey, Rock on Beer viewers, happy F It Friday, Saturday. Huh? No, that can't be. Let me just check the. Oh, what the hell? It's Saturday. Uh, keep rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Yeah. Hey guys. So I did not get to make an F It Friday on Friday this Friday. I'm gonna say Friday a few more times if you don't mind. I had to work a bit later than I usually do on Fridays, and we had some company coming over. And yeah, I felt weird telling them that, hey, can you just entertain yourself for a little while? I gotta go out to the shed and drink two beers at once and film it for the internet. So I did not get around to that, unfortunately. But I'm gonna do it. It's a day late, dollar short. Well, I mean, a crone short. Anyway, so I'm gonna do it today. We're doing it. We're doing it today. We're doing it live. Oh, I saw that the Big Banana, he did his live yesterday. Man, that was cool. I didn't get to catch it live, unfortunately, but that's a cool idea, and it's a you know what? It's a big flex on me. I don't have enough subscribers to go live from my phone. It's like the ultimate not editing. You have to do it completely live on the internet. You know what? That's an incentive for all of you out there. Get me more subscribers so that I can also think of the mischief I could get into if I could just go live on my phone. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell random strangers on the street, and tell people that don't exist. All right, enough self promotion. Let's get into some blacking and tannin and let me just pull up. So I had a question or a comment. Not a question. Well, it was a question actually. It was a question in a comment. That's how comments work, right? Let me just pull up my little thingamajigger here, and yeah. Oh, duh. Here, I found it. Sorry about that. That is the kind of if that was live, you could have enjoyed it. I don't know. You wouldn't have enjoyed it more. Apex Brewhouse on my last Effort Friday asked, "Can you do like a how-to vid on this? What is necessary, or what accessory you have, and how and why do these beers mix?" That is some of the words I can't read. I'm illiterate. I just kind of guess at the funny squiggles and what they might mean. I am gonna do just kind of a quick rundown of because I kind of started these back up, and I mean most of the people I don't even know. A lot of you might not even anybody who's subscribed to the channel for a long time. I used to do these. They were invented by Dan Dan the Man. I'm not going to give his full name. That's probably not cool because I know his real name. But let's just call him Dan. And he would do these Effort Fridays, and he would always do a black and tan and give it a really funny name. I'll try and remember to put his channel. He hasn't made a video in a really long time on anything, so but I'll put it in there as an homage. Homage. And a bunch of people used to do them. I always thought they were really fun, and now I kind of do it just to as a fun thing to do on Friday after work. Especially when I'm working from home, it's really fun to just kind of shut down the work stuff, come out to the brew house, and do just a silly video like this. But all right, so the whole half and half thing, it's what it is, or what it was, what it. I think it originated, or at least I know it originating from a Guinness and a Harp Lager. That was like the original black and tan. So you'd take some Guinness, and you would float Harp Lager on top of it, and beers float on top of each other because of differences in gravity. And so as long as you've got a heavier, more dense beer on the bottom, it's the same thing with cocktails. This is something they do in cocktails a lot with floats. As long as you've got something that has more sugar or more density, you can float something that has less density on top of it, and they should form a separation. And the reason it fails sometimes is because the beers just are, their relative densities are too similar. Or I've drank too much before attempting it and I screwed up. So the thing that I use to do it is this thing here. This is called the Perfect Black and Tan. I bought this when I was visiting the US one time. I bought it on Amazon. I checked, you can still get it. They have their own website, which is literally just called the Perfect Black and Tan. So if you Google that, these will pop up. They're also available on American Amazon. I half-assed looked around in Europe. I'm guessing that the company website will ship it to you. The thing costs $11 USD. I have no idea what the shipping would be, but this is what I use, and it's made for the purpose. It's got a raised center thing here that you pour onto, so you're not splashing. And then these holes punched in here, the liquid, flows down into the glass. So it's less like, it's less force coming down. It's not a directed force. It's just like if you're brewing and you're sparging your mash, you're going to want to spread that water out so you're not channeling. It's going to be exactly the same thing with beer. You don't want to channel it. You don't want to create a single point of force where you're going to make the beers mix together regardless of density. Man, I'm really sounding scientific. Shoot. You can tell this is going to be my first beer for today. Actually making sense. That is a thing that I bought because I thought I looked it up online. I thought it was cool. You can buy it if you want. For the longest time before that, I just use some tin foil. And what you can do is you can tin foil down into it. This is just a standard pint glass. What you can do is you can just tin foil down, just make a lip here, and then you just you can poke. I used to use a toothpick, about toothpick sized holes in the foil there. And then just kind of pour very gently into it, and it'll achieve the same results without having to buy any special devices. I recommend. Normal pint glass will do it. I use the slightly bigger handled glass, but pretty much any glass will do it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into let's do one. Let's do it. I bought 2 beers at the store, which I thought were pretty foolproof. You would think that after time, given enough how long I've been doing this, I would actually know 2 beers that would for sure do it. But I don't, because I don't remember what ones I've done in the past. And like I said, I just kind of started this back up. So I bought me a Newcastle Brown Ale, which I have not had a Newcastle Brown Ale in years. It's gotta be years. This is one of the beers I used to drink before I was super into craft beer, and I thought that this was like craft beer. So I would just drink like ridiculous amounts of this stuff. And I remember it being semi-sweet, so that's going to be our base. That's going to be our bottom, our black. Even though it says brown, this is going to be the black. Some people call them black and tan, some people call them half and halves. I like to go half and halves because they're not always black. And anyway. This is Pilsner Urquell. I was just going to buy a Carlsberg Pilsner, but I couldn't get myself to do it. I couldn't do it. This was on sale, and I thought, I'm actually going to enjoy drinking this. Wherein the Carlsberg is just going to be because, pretty sure it'll float on just about anything because it's I mean, it's no Bud Light, but it's well, it's no Pilsner or Quell. It's no Urkel. Did I do that? I did. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pour in here, and there's a couple. I haven't ever tested this really, but some people say that you shouldn't have a lot of head in between the layers, and some people say you should have a decent amount of head built up. I am gonna go with saying that you should have some head built up, just because that's what I did here, and I want to look smart. That I did it on purpose, and not because I was pouring at an awkward angle. Pour a little bit more in there. All right. What is it? I have to taste this. Man, my tastes have changed. My tastes have changed, man. That is not how I remember it. That is not how I remember it. Man, I remember having this nice, like, caramely, chocolatey flavors, and it tastes like metal dipped in honey. Anyway, all right. So now you put your apparatus on top here. Whatever you got, your tin foil, this thing. I'm going to just do it with this thing because I didn't pre-punch any holes. The tin foil will work, trust me. And then you're just going to try and gently as you can pour your beer on there. Especially if you're using the tin foil, you're going to want to be super gentle. And you can see it coming through the holes there. And you're hopefully going to start to see a separation in the middle, sort of like you're not seeing with this. Oh, crap. Technical difficulties, folks. I am going to pause the video, because that's not cheating. I am going to pause this, and I am going to find a beer that's actually going to work. I will be right back. All right, we're back. I did not edit. I just paused the video, and then I started recording again. So no editing, gang. Remains intact. This is my old ale, homebrewed old ale, which I know has a pretty decent finishing gravity. Everything up until I failed that mix is all sound advice and science. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes it's when you guess at them, they're not going to work because you don't know the final gravity. If you're using your own homebrew or something, you're probably gonna succeed because you know the final gravities, you know the density of the liquids. A lot of times you can kind of guess it from commercial beers, from how sweet or how dry they are. Certain styles, like an Imperial Stout, you're usually going to get a Saison floating or a Pilsner on top of an Imperial Stout. I thought this would work. It didn't. I'm going to make one that does work. I swear to God, I've got beer in this place. I will find one. I will find you. I have a certain skill set, and I will use it. I will find you, and I will float you. All right, this one's working. Poured too much old ale in, but there you go. You can see a clear separation between the two beers because the Pilsner Urquell is relatively dry. Maybe the Carlsberg would have worked better. And my old ale, I think, ended around like 10. Oh, where'd you end at, old ale? Probably between 1018 and 1020. So that density is going to be a factor there. So yeah, there you go. Here you can actually see through the Pilsner Urquell. And then we got the separation of the. It's more impressive when the beer on the bottom is black and then there's like a clear lager on top. But whatever. Cheers. Thanks for the question. I hope that this helped. anybody who has never done this before, it's a fun thing to do. It's you learn about the relative densities of beers. It's fun to find out which ones are maybe sweeter than you might think. That's pretty nice. Oh, that is nice. That old ale, man, that works as the base for just about anything because it gives it that nice caramely sweetness, and then whatever is on top just gives it a kind of lighter flavor. Doesn't make it so intense. That's nice. You got to give them a name too. I've been neglecting that duty in the every Friday. This one's going to be Teacher's Pet because hopefully it taught you a lesson. I would have brought my chair out here, turn it around backwards so I could rap at you kids, but I hope that I hope you enjoyed this. I guess we got to try the other one too, right? This is nice. We got to try this other one. This new Newcastle Urquell. We'll just call this one the Did I Do That? It's awful. That is awful. Oh, it's got a weird aftertaste. That's gonna happen to you too. You're gonna find ones that are real bad together, just real bad. Just you should like that should not exist. That should not exist. Um, Crap. Well, all right. I'm going back to this one for the outro. Ooh, 16 minutes. All right. Well, I hope this was informative for somebody. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna try and keep doing these. I really find them fun. I seem to get some pretty positive feedback. So if you like them, um, and yeah, maybe someday I'll be cool enough to stream them live too. Until then, I will see you every Friday live on tape. Maybe Saturdays sometimes. Maybe Sundays sometimes. Maybe the next Friday. Maybe I'll do two. Maybe I'll have to do two. But I'll see you. And that's all that matters. Cheers.